liberator, but you can't murder liberation. You can murder revolutionary, but you can't murder revolution. And you can murder a freedom fighter, but you can't murder freedom.
You're tapped in. Let's get right to it. Welcome to the Art of Political Discourse. Look, so what's happening in the world today is very significant in a lot of ways. It's more significant and impactful, I think, or we think here at TAP, for the Black community of Black neighborhoods, Black entrepreneurs, Black business people, rather than anyone else. Now, how it is significant to others, let's say Asians, Mexicans, Jewish people, and or whites, is that these dollars are now being directed towards Black businesses, Black communities, Black neighborhoods, and Black products. So there's a significance in that. And let me tell you, it's nothing to sneeze at. Initially, when this thing started, there were a lot of Asians coming onto social media saying, yeah, I dare you. Okay, now these individuals, or those individuals, have yet to be heard from. They've went into hiding. Maybe their own people have chased them back into caves or whatnot. But the fact of the matter is that the group economic push, the wealth transfer is what we call it. It's no longer a boycott. It's no longer a blackout. It is what it is. It is a statement. It is a movement that is saying, period, point blank, we're not going back to that. We're instead going towards our own. So this thing is mighty. It's strong. That's a fact. I have some clips, as always, here on tap. But before I get into them, first allow me to say we appreciate all of you who have come in, who participate, not just watching, but your viewership is also appreciated. But those who like, share, follow, comment, and subscribe to this channel, we appreciate you very much. We ask that you continue to like, share, follow, comment, and have others subscribe to TAP. Being tapped in is a great thing. We keep it informative as much as we do educational. So thank you for your participation. And that being said, let's get to this, because like I did mention, I do have a clip. All right, but first, let me drop this on you right quick, because I think it's significant. Again, this thing is impactful in such a way that it is astounding, even those who thought it couldn't be done. And that would include, some of our own, some of the melanated people said that, oh, no, we can't do that. We need them. They didn't really understand the process. They did not really understand the leverage of Black dollars. And they did not understand the history of Black Americans here in America. When we put our mind to something, we get the thing done. Okay, now that being said, the effect on the Asian-owned businesses and others. See, because we think also here, TAP, that this is not a thing where we're focusing on one demographic or discriminating on one demographic for an incident that has taken place, that takes place not just by or at the hand of the Asian community, but also by the Mexican community, Latino community, also by the Jewish community, also by the white community, and especially the white government. So when government from a city to state and federal level allows service people, service employees, people who serve the people, to murder its citizens or nationals here in the country or that city, then that says that government, state level, city, state, federal level, does not respect the lives of Black people, and therefore it should not, the burden or the onus, the focus should not only be on Asians, but it should be on any and everyone who not just allows this stuff, but participates in it. So Black people, be ready to continue to pivot from one thing to the next, because this is how rapid this thing is moving. It is moving very rapidly. But again, the effect on Asians is, I wouldn't say phenomenal, though you could use that term, but it is eye-opening. It is eye-opening, and not to the black community or black neighborhoods, the black populace, but it is eye-opening to all those who have done injustices to black people here in this country. Eye-opening in the respect that they see now that, oh shit, they can come together irrespective of what we heard or what we see on social media. um, Damn, they can come together, and that is a threat to them and their bottom line. What's the bottom line, people? Everybody should know by now. The bottom line is the dollar. So that impact, well, them recognizing that we have the wherewithal to come together and realize that our dollars actually mean something would be impactful to each and every one of them. So they're scrambling now. And as we've said here on this channel, they're going to come out of the woodwork. They're going to try to devise all these plots, plans, ploys, the machination, everything to figure out a way to get us back in and be more obedient, more accepting of rude behavior, disrespect, and murder of our children, our women, and our people. So what we do know is that the Asian community is trying to push Congress to add to that anti-Asian hate bill, this 2.0 thing they are calling 2.0 anti-Asian hate bill, making it a hate crime to boycott their businesses. Basically, it would be racism, discrimination, or Asian hate crime to not spend money with them. And from what we understand here at TAP, we agree with this sentiment. Let's see you try that. Let's see you try it. All right. That being said, but the effect on Asian-owned businesses is real. I mean, real. There's real debate within the black communities about this, however, but community forums show pushback. Some people question why an entire ethnic group should be boycotted for the actions of one or two individuals, while others frame it more simply as reciprocity, arguing Asian Americans by and large don't shop at black businesses, so prioritizing black owned spending isn't controversial. Again, so is it racism then if Asians, Jewish people, whites, Mexicans don't shop at black owned businesses? If they don't spend their monies with blacks, is that racism? Okay, something to think about, right? Anyway, news coverage has confirmed or is confirming as we speak visual economic impact on Asian American business owners in several cities within the country, though comprehensive data on that scale or on scale is still emerging. In other words, this thing is spreading like a wildfire, like a California wildfire. This thing is up and it is ablaze. So we, excuse me, we say kudos to the people. All right, coming together and understanding that we have the leverage. We actually have the power, financially speaking. We spend over $2 trillion annually on consumer goods. That's a pretty penny. It's nothing to sneeze at. So when that Asian guy got up there and said, hey, let us see you try it, we dare you, he didn't understand how significant the black dollar is in the economy or the economies of other demographics. Again, I'm pretty sure he's kicking himself in the ass, and others are probably hunting him down to look for him, try to catch him, put him on social media and say, hey, we apologize. I'm sorry for my comment. A little too late though, right? Anyway, the expansion beyond Asian businesses is also occurring. Okay, we see the group economics evolving around Target, Walmart, places like this. Again, anyone that is willing or allows its employees, the owners, employees, or businesses, corporations, to have black people lose their lives over something as small as a bottle of water or a roll of toilet paper does not deserve our economic support. And so this is what we're seeing. We're seeing Target as well as Walmart being focused on now in terms of black saying, okay, yeah, we'll go without, or we'll find our own source. And hopefully through, some business that our people have already established or have established. All right. That being said, hey, this thing is expanding, and it should. It really should. It's a good look. But the group economics framing has broadened to big box retailers explicitly. The Target boycott, that's what they call it. Again, we call it group economics. In other words, we're not buying from you guys anymore. Let's say that, not buying from anymore rather than boycott. All right. The Target not buying from you anymore movement is the clearest example. A year-long not buying from you, led by Black leaders in certain communities, pushed Target toward fulfilling a $2 billion commitment to Black-owned businesses. Something they haven't done as yet. But see, again, we have to be mindful that they'll say stuff. They'll make commitments. They'll give promises, but they won't keep them, sort of like the government, Donald Trump and his administration, as well as others around the world. So don't buy it. And it contributed to a year of declining sales and profits that led CEO Brian Cornell to step down. Now, with Target stock dropping about 30% in 2025, okay, that was the result of that. Notably, many Black women say that the not buying here anymore movement isn't actually over. Okay. Despite organizational announcements, it's become decentralized. The NAACP's parallel Black Consumer Advisory Campaign explicitly names corporations that have rolled back DEI commitments as Target and cities. Black purchasing power exceeds 1.7 trillion annually as the average point. But let me go on and say right quick, it's more than 1.7 trillion people. Okay. And they would hedge on the amount because, if you think about it, well, some people say, okay, yeah, that's a lot, it ain't too much. But when we talking about over $2 trillion, 2.3, 2.4 trillion, they might even be a trillion off. That's even more significant. And the Black mind will register on that. Like, oh shit, we got it like that. Okay, let's put it in work, So just think about that like that. All right. Okay. Now, which is, again, our purchasing power exceeds 1.7 trillion. Okay. In annual, 1.7 trillion annually as the leverage point. But I'm telling you that leverage point is much higher, which is the economic theory underlying claims that this could extend to Hispanic, Mexican, Hispanic, Jewish, and white-owned businesses as well, not just Asian ones. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. So that being said, again, I have a clip. I want to bring this clip in right quick, and then you guys listen to what's being said by our brothers and sisters, people in these communities, people in these neighborhoods who once frequented certain businesses of a different demographic, so to speak. So that being said, let's jump in here to this clip and let's see what they have to say. All right. Okay.
Movement continues to generate intense discussion online, with supporters sharing videos that they believe show its growing economic impact.
Calling this a boycott? But baby, this ain't no boycott. No, this is a wealth transfer. Yeah, and sugar, it's long overdue. Because for generations, we've been taught that spending our dollars is just about buying a product. And baby, that ain't what it is. Every dollar is an investment in somebody else's community. Every dollar helps somebody hire employees. Yeah, buy property, build generational wealth, send their children to college, expand their business. Y'all following me? So when we intentionally decide to spend our money with businesses that don't respect us, don't invest in us, don't hire us, and don't stand with us, we're not just taking money away, we're transferring it. We're redirecting it. We're making a deposit somewhere else. Think about that. Every time you choose a Black-owned restaurant, a Black-owned beauty supply, a Black-owned contractor, a Black-owned bookstore, a Black-owned coffee shop, a Black-owned accountant, a Black tech company, baby, that's a deposit. That's a wealth transfer. And I need us to stop thinking about this as something temporary. This cannot be something we do for 2 weeks because we're angry. This has got to be a lifestyle.
And not only do we not look at it as something that's being done because we're angry, being motivated by anger. No, we're doing this because we're being motivated by love for our people, especially our children and our women. Our motivation should be based upon nothing but love for our people. That's it.
Because if our dollars help build other communities, imagine what those same dollars could do if we start investing in our own.
Over $2 trillion coming back to the Black community, wherever it is. Those are Black businesses. Those are Black jobs. That's Black investment. We then have Black leverage, which transmutes into Black power.
Yeah, think about that. Baby, this is our first deposit. Now let's keep it up.
In this latest compilation, several speakers point to restaurants and businesses they claim have become noticeably quieter, with one person highlighting the closure of a Chinese restaurant as an example.
This was Hidden Dragon Chinese restaurant in Antioch, California, and it's now permanently closed.
Cali in the house, man. Represent California. Represent.
And I didn't even know it was closed. Drove up there to get some Chinese food, and to my surprise, I saw a for sale sign, and I was like, damn, they gone too?
Well, see, that lets us know something there, brother. You know, you had no business going. You about to break code, weren't you? Now you go home, get your wife, man, your girlfriend, man, and y'all sit together in the kitchen, work together, make some Chinese. Man, can't nobody make food better than us. You make your version of some shrimp fried rice, chicken fried rice better than anybody, man, who thought they made it first, all right?
Wow.
While the exact reasons behind any individual business closing remain unverified.
Look, y'all, I don't know how true this is. But a little birdie then told me that them Asians, they planning a coup. Because supposedly they're about to drop some Juneteenth specials this coming week to try to get us back in their beauty supplies and their nail salons. Don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for it. But they supposedly trying to set up some Juneteenth discounts to get y'all back in their establishments, and we not having it.
That's that coming out of the woodwork statement we made here 3 weeks ago. Actually, for when this thing first started, we said, hey, be aware. This will be the strategy when they realized, because they didn't know how serious we were. You know, they ridiculed us. They continued to disrespect us. We said here at Tapped, hey, when they get it, when it hits them, they're gonna come out of the woodwork with all kind of strategies, ploys, and plots to get us back in, so that they could actually continue, not just take our dollars in, buy their homes, their cars, investments, put their children through school, whatnot, make their businesses more profitable, but so that they could continue to disrespect, mistreat, and murder us. He said they would come out of the woodwork with all types of ideas, and that's one of them.
Please don't fall for the BS. Keep your head on swivel, stand firm, and stay out of their businesses.
Right.
That man in Triple Dog, there it is. And we finna take this to Mao. We finna take it all the way through.
Right.
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. We don't need no Juneteenth specials from them.
Many online commentators are interpreting these moments as evidence that changing consumer spending habits are making a difference.
So there's a restaurant near me, not really, probably about 30, 35 minutes with good traffic. And it's an Asian business, and, you know, the kid of said business is posting to get some sort of, like, not reaction, but more so like, you know, there's no customers coming in, da-da-da-da-da. And the comments are full of Black people saying, sorry. And it's like, and, you know, it was like, well, you know, Because where are the other Asian, where white people were, Hispanic people were, all these other people that support that business? There's no way in hell that only Black people come to your businesses. That's insane to me. The fact that now that Black people aren't going out to their businesses, there are no customers, which should show you that other communities in this country don't support your businesses. And then other people are in there saying, oh my God, well, this is in Chinese business. This is Vietnamese. Last time I checked, Asian people always came together against Black people. When it was that, it was never, oh, we're Chinese, oh, we're Vietnamese, oh, we're Japanese. It was Asian, period. But now y'all are trying to
differentiate who they are, right?
Subcategories as to why you should sell or still support certain businesses. And now that people are saying, well, I mean, y'all don't support no Black-owned businesses. I mean, we don't know. They saying it's a blackout, right? Type deal, which I respect. I understand. I'm also doing that. And everybody's like, oh my God, everybody in the comments are racist. Not spending your money with people who will follow you and harass you around the store is now considered racist because you don't want to spend your money there. When white people rarely ever spend their money with you. No other community rarely ever spends money with you, but somehow us spending our money with them is racist.
But that goes to show that other demographics need us more than they stress or try to convince us that we need them. All we need is us. We don't need anyone else. And we're showing and proving that.
Not doing that is racist. Now that's how you say, when Black people call people racist, is, oh, now I'm a racist. Nah, that's not. And then they love to call us all thugs, thieves, whores, and this. But now don't generalize us, though. We can generalize you, don't generalize us. We can stereotype you, don't stereotype us. Yeah. We don't have to spend our money with you, but you must spend your money with us. This country has bred contradictions and hypocrisy since it became a country / corporation. Yet, I don't understand. It's like Black people will never be not under scrutiny. Why don't y'all blame white people for y'all not having businesses? You don't work where your business is, you don't live there. It's like the police. Where they live, where they work, they don't live there. They travel cities over. Your community, where your house is with white folk. You live in white people neighborhoods. Come to the Black neighborhood and expect for us to spend our money there. People want so much sympathy from Black people, like, no, my family, my this, my that. Y'all don't care about our families. Why should I care about your family when you don't care about mine?
Americans. Hold up. Alana in Texas just placed the dreamiest protein coffee order. She picked Snickerdoodle. My Black Americans. The Asian communities have the nerve to come out and ask for unification and forgiveness and solidarity after one of their own has burned the cross, after their own has unalived, after the disrespect that they have shown our community over the years, after we have invited them, after they have bulldozed their way in our community and disrespected us. And now you want to kumbaya? I said, F you. Take all your fake apologies and everything that goes with it and flush it down the toilet. We don't need it. We don't want it. And quite frankly, It's disrespectful because we see right through it. It's all a facade.
Mm.
You're losing money. You know, you are the new house N-word. You see the writing on the wall. You kiss the ring. You kiss the white man's behind. Okay? One thing Black Americans, foundational Black Americans know, ever since the white man came over here on the Mayflower, they sent the worst of the worst. So we know how to deal with them because we're indigenous to this land. So we know how to deal with them, okay? But you came afterwards. You're the middleman.
Mm.
Okay? You're the cushion in between two Oreos. Take it as you will. You're needless.
Mm.
You can still have a cookie without the cushion in between. That's you. Okay? So now that you realize that you're superfluous, you want us to align with you.
Mm.
You're just like the Latinos. They found out that they were superfluous too. And now the Indians are finding out too, because it's just come to light that all those degrees that they were having, they were buying those.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in positions that are just undeserving. They're just like the Nigerians. You know, everything comes to light sooner or later.
And you know, that's the thing about Black people, especially our women, our men as well, is once we get started and we are getting started on some injustice, we know who's in our crosshairs. But for whatever reason, there are added scopes with crosshairs, and we tend to remember everybody that's done us an injustice, you know, and we tend to address that. You know, we like, okay, well, while we're at it, let's go on and handle the Mexicans. Let's go on and deal with the Jewish people and the whites, because all of them are together. This thing about Black people, we don't forget. We have the memories of elephants. We haven't forgotten anything. You guys took our kindness for weakness. It's time to pay up.
And now you want to apologize for one of your own? It's too late. You're the new Scarlet Letter.
Mm.
Scarlet Letter. But I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. See, you wasn't even on our Richter scale. We knew who you were, but you were brought to light unknowingly. Okay? And it just solidified permanently that you're not a friend. And now that we're hurting your pockets, you want to be our friend.
Okay. And we're going to leave it at that, people. Now, tell us what you think. Give us your thoughts, your comments. Put your thoughts in the comments. Let's discuss this. See, again, here's a situation where it became too much for melanated people, for the Black people, for Black Americans to continue to accept this abuse, this disrespect, you know, this inappreciation from other demographics. You know, when the fact of the matter is Black Americans have done nothing to anyone to have been receiving this treatment from the Asians, from the Mexicans, from the Jewish, and from the Caucasians. So like she said, you know, you're all in our crosshairs. You know, we have the memories of elephants. We haven't forgotten anything. But like all things, they come in their time. In time, all things will come to a head. All right. And this is what we're dealing with. We're now saying, hey, this affects, and it very well should, it needs to affect each and every demographic that has done us wrong. You know, not just the corporations that are ran by most YT people or Jewish people, but anyone. This is what we're saying. And we're going to say it by keeping our dollars to ourselves. Okay, so again, let us know what you think. What are your thoughts on this issue? Is this something that blacks should have done a long time ago? Or is the time appropriate right now? You know, or should we give them a pass? Many of us think not. We've given them passes, and we see as a result of they've taken us for granted. But whatever your thoughts are in the comments, we will appreciate them and we'll address them. So until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.
You can murder a liberator, but you can't murder liberation. You can murder a revolutionary, but you can't murder revolution. And you can murder a freedom fighter, but you can't